Good morning. It's me, Richard Lewis Brown. Today is May 5th, 2021. I seek your support to be the new Local 1000 president. This is it. This is the last week, this Friday, May 7th, that you can request a duplicate ballot. Okay? So if you haven't gotten your ballot in the mail, you got to call the union 866-471-7348. I would prefer you to email, but it's coming down to the last few days. So if you email them, make sure you CC me on the email. Local 1000 elections at SEIU1000.org. CC me, Richard Durrell 7437 at gmail.com. All right, this Facebook Live video is talking about one thing. If you want new leadership, the time is now. If you don't want to repeat the past mistakes, the time is now. Okay? The time is now. If you have your ballot, please vote for me, Richard Lewis Brown, for president. I'm not endorsing anyone else on the ballot. I will work with anyone who's elected. If you're voting for Sophia Perkins, Tony Owens, I'm sure these people would appreciate that. Vote for them. I know Sophia has a slate, Kevin Manager, Annika Walls, David Jimenez. Okay? I want everyone to vote because I know how Yvonne Walker wins her re-elections. I figured it out. I know how she cheats. Our union, the way she keeps winning these re-elections is kind of like a remix. Everything she's done in the past, she does it all over again, just more up to date. I caught the secret email she sent to the non-members telling them they had to be members by April 6th, which is a violation of the policy file. I caught that. I caught her having people campaign for her with the state email system. Okay? We also realized that she allowed someone to withdraw their name after the February 12th deadline period. She's done all kinds of things. Okay? And what she does is, if it doesn't state in the policy file what she can't do, then she just does it. That's all she does. All right? So what I'm saying to you is, please turn out and vote. And to all the white people represented by Local 1000, this really comes down to you. This doesn't come down to minority votes. This comes down to the majority of our union are white people. And you have refused to vote for all of these years, for whatever reason. This comes down to you. Have you had enough? Okay? Today's Wednesday. You have up to Friday to request a duplicate ballot. If you have that ballot at home and you're getting ready to throw it away, don't do that. Don't do it. I'm asking you to vote for me because we're going to get out of politics and I'm going to give white people fairness and respect because I demand fairness and respect. See, across America right now, we have a lot of hypocrisy going on. People tell you that they want you to treat them with fairness and respect, white people across America. But oftentimes these same black people don't treat you with fairness and respect. Okay? That's what it is. I've been saying this. People don't like it. Some black people on Facebook don't like it. I'm a straight shooter. You know, I want you to treat me with love and respect, and I'm going to give it back to you tenfold. If you look at our current contract, all you see is minority faces on that cover. You wouldn't even think our union has white people in it. And that's just bogus. That's a complete lie. That's a complete and comprehensive lie. That when you look at our current contract, you see all these minority faces on the cover. When I know and you know that the majority of our union are white people. And our non-membership, 99% of them are white people. And they belong to the Republican Party, Libertarian Party, the Green Party. They don't belong to the Democratic Party. And so this is how Yvonne Walker silences white people's voices. She forces you to pay a poll tax. That's wrong. That's wrong. But I'm the only person, a person of color, that will call her out on her shenanigans. Okay? The reason why she wins these re-elections, because they throw ballots out. Okay? And they don't send ballots to all the dues-paying members. Listen to this. Kevin Manager answered my question. Thank you, Kevin Manager. Currently, we have 53,907 dues-paying members. That was reported as of February. When they sent these ballots out, how many dues-paying members were there at that time? Did they even tell you? They haven't told us anything. So we don't know if they sent those ballots out to all these dues paying members. How could we verify that they sent that money out? Are they going to tell us how much it costs? Are they going to let us contact that mailing company and say, hey, mailing company, how many ballots did you actually send out? Are they going to let us contact Martin and Chapman, the company down in LA? Are they going to let us contact them and say, how many ballots? Did you print up 53,907 ballots? Did you do it? Did you print up all those ballots? Did that mailing company send out all those ballots? Will they allow us to contact those companies and verify? Those companies will not talk to you because it's all a secret. With our money, that's our money that's paying for this stuff. And that's how she wins. She's not sending out all these ballots to these people. She knows who votes in these elections and who doesn't. That's why I said there's going to be a protest coming up. And I hope Sophia Perkins and Tony Owens and their group of supporters, I hope you hear me loud and clear on this. Okay? They've never had to verify that every ballot that came back, they've never had to verify against its return envelope, and that return envelope had a signature on it. And they never had to contact those members to verify that's how they voted. And that's how she's been winning all these elections. But no one has really called her out on it. And the Elections Protest Committee that's appointed by Yvonne Walker, listen to me, they're appointed by Yvonne Walker, these three people. How do you think they're going to rule? All the election protests have to be in by June 10th. We can actually submit now if we want to, okay? The policy file doesn't state when the date is to start sending in protests for elections. It says the date that you have to have it submitted by, June 10th. She appointed the Elections Committee. Do you think they're going to rule against her? Do we have to go to PERB, Public Employment Relations Board, to get justice? Most likely. Do we have to go to the news media? Absolutely. Anyone, when you see my posts on Facebook, you see my Twitter, my tweets, you can repost my stuff. You can send out my phone number to anybody, anytime. I'm not afraid. I stand by what I say. I say what I mean. I'm not a liar. I told you how these people operated. I told you who was running back in September. A few of these new people surprised me, like Robert Bays. I didn't see them coming. But the information I was given was accurate. I'm telling you, they're not sending out these ballots to all 53,907 people. If that was the number at the time they printed those ballots up and mailed them out, if that was the number. Now, they tell you that they print up the ballots right after February 12th. We don't have no record of that. Only thing we have is what Yvonne Walker tells us through the Elections Committee. Okay? We don't have anything. Okay? This is the same person that gave up your money while under a signed contract. Not just this time. She did it back in 2012, too. She gave up your money. She let you vote in 2012. But who trusts that vote? There's no transparency in these voting processes for contract ratifications. There's no transparency in this current elections process. They tell you you can go up there to Roseville, 1100 Melody Lane, Roseville, 1 p.m., May 20th, when the ballots are still coming in to 5 p.m., but you can go up there at 1 p.m. and start watching them pull out the ballots from the envelopes. But you can't see anything. You're way in the back, and you're in the big old room. You can't see them pulling out those ballots from those envelopes. You can't see the signature on that return envelope because they'll say it's a private matter. We got to keep people's information private. No, you're lying. We don't know where those ballots came from. Some came from people who actually voted, but we don't know where all those ballots and envelopes came from. No, we don't. See, they think we're stupid and we're unintelligent and we're lazy because that's the perception the media has of us. And the reason that the media has this perception of us being lazy, unintelligent, uninspired, unmotivated, because our leader lets the media portray us like that. That's why. Now, is that a reflection of our leader because she's lazy and unmotivated and uninspired? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay? If she really wanted to unify this union, okay, she'd be reaching out to these non-members and not just during election time. Okay, she'll be having massive membership drives, but she doesn't care about these white people because they're going to vote her out of office because they don't believe like she believes and they're not going to support her politics. So when she talks about Black Lives Matter and open immigration and all this, these Republicans don't believe in that. And you know that. I know that. Everybody knows that. This country's split down the middle. You cannot have a union and be involved in these politics because it's going to divide your union. You cannot do this. And I've been saying this over and over and over again. Politics is a divisive issue in our country, and our union cannot be involved in this. Okay? You know, all that money loss from our non-members. And here's the thing, not just with the money loss from the non-members, you don't know what job classifications these non-members have. Some of these non-members could have very high-paying job classifications. So when I say reduce the money in half, we can make up that money easily with the non-membership. Let alone the fact that we're cutting out politics where we're spending 50 to 70% of our money. And these people on Facebook who tell you that we have to be involved in politics, these people are liars. They're liars. They're stuck on stupid. They are. You know, they want to tell you about Black Lives Matter. You won't even treat your own white people in your union correctly. How you going to talk about protecting black people? You can't even protect your own majority. You want to protect black people with our interaction with police, you know, hoping to seek equality between black and white in America, and you can't even protect white people's money under a signed contract, Yvonne Walker. You're a joke. You're a joke and you're a liar. You're good at it, though. I'll give you credit. And when I tell you this elections process, it's a sham, but you cannot give up. You must continue to vote. That's what I mean. You must continue to vote. Remember, these juries across America come from voters. So these voters go sit on these juries and they make decisions because they haven't given up on the judicial process. All right? It's just that simple. I've never seen so many white people in my life just give up on themselves. I can't even believe that they're white. What are you doing, white people who are represented by Local 1000? Why are you not turning out to vote? You're letting this person destroy your life? You're letting this person destroy your life, your family's life, your ability to make money, your retirement date, because you've given up. And you're not raised in hell. What kind of white person are you? I don't get this. And are you the kind of white people here in California, you just let somebody just walk over the top of you? Is that the kind of white person you are? When I tell you I do live, unscripted, unedited, unrehearsed videos, trust me. This is live. This is live, okay? And I'm telling you, you have between today to Friday, if you're a dues-paying member, to request your ballot. 866-471-7348. Get them on there. Make sure you have the right address, okay? She's trying to cheat the election like she's done before in the past. It's called the remix. 2021, Yvonne doing everything she can. She's even got Miguel Cordova in his little slate. She's got other people running to make sure that MTC and other people can win re-election. She pulled out every trick in the book. But every time she pulls out a trick, this time I'm catching her. I got more stuff coming for her. She doesn't know it yet. We're going to verify that when you say you had to be a member prior to April 7th in order for you to vote in this election, how do we know that? How do we know her friends are not becoming members after April 6th? How do we know that? We don't know. How do we know that all those ballots, all those members were members prior to April 7th? Unless we verify the ballot, it gives us a return envelope with his signature, and we send out a letter to that member saying, were you a member at this date? What's your membership date? And did you vote for these people on this ballot? We've never done that before. We've never done that before. And that's why when people say, how did she win? We don't believe she really won this. They're right. And they do throw out ballots. Paul Koch, I'm not backing off you. You throw out ballots, you know, the ballots come in, then you get a call from the union saying, throw out so many of these ballots. You know, they didn't pay their money or whatever reason they give you, Paul Koch, you throw out those ballots. Okay, you tell Martin and Chapman, don't count those ballots. We've been advised to throw those out. Martin and Chapman don't care. They've done their job. They just run them through the machine, and the machine counts out the ballots. They did their job. They don't put the ballots, you know, they don't know when the ballots come in, where they came from. All they do is run it through the machine. So they have no liability. So when the union calls and says, hey, don't count those ballots either don't get run through the machine or they get counted, but they get thrown out anyway. But Martin and Chapman did their job. See, this is the hustle, the sophisticated hustle that they think we're too stupid to see. That's what they think. They think you're dumb, and they keep playing you like you're dumb. They treat you like you're dumb. They treat you like a child. Remember I said the child of corruption? This whole elections process, it's a big circle of confusion. You contact Local 1000 elections, they tell you, call the union. You call the union, they tell you, contact Local 1000 elections. It's just a big circle of confusion, of conflict, of controversy. And then you wonder why I say these things about, quote, the condescending childlike contracts. Because the child of corruption the child is so corrupt, the child's involved in all these different facets of our union. And it's just purely corruption. That's what it is. And I'm not backing up on this. And I've called Yvonne Walker out for her nonsense. I'm the only candidate that goes at her, if you ever notice. And they told you all these lies about me from the very beginning years ago, because I'm black and she's black, that, oh, you know, she contacts Richard so that he can split the votes in the election. You know, see, that is the same people, there's some of these same white people who act like they're so woke and they're so politically correct and they're down for black people, but yet they tell you this lie that I'm working for Yvonne Walker to split the vote and that I'm angry. Okay? It's the same white people. The same white people. And then you wonder why I don't trust those white people. I don't trust what I hear from white people when they say Black Lives Matter. I don't trust you. I don't. You know, you say Black Lives Matter, really? Do you really mean that? Really? Then fund the schools equally. You know, put people in office that's going to fund the schools equally. Start there. You know, do protect the border. Again, you must vote in this election. There's going to be an elections protest appeal. But that doesn't give you an excuse to not vote. In fact, that should inspire you to vote, because this time you know your vote's going to be counted, because Richard Lewis Brown's going to make sure that every vote was counted and it was verified. It's going to be verified this time. She's not winning. Mark my word. She's not winning this election. She's not. Now, her little sidekick, Miguel Cordova, all the attention's on her, so he's trying to slide in. He's not winning either. No. The status quo is over. The status quo is over. But you must vote. All right. Like I stated, this is the last week. Friday is the last day, May 7th, to request a duplicate ballot. You know, I keep saying the same thing over and over. People are not watching the videos because I get asked the same questions every day. Please share this video. We will not lose hope in our union. We're going to make every vote matter. She's not going to cheat this election. And you better tell everybody. And to all the white people who are non-members, to all the white people who are actually dues-paying members who never vote, this is your opportunity to take your union and make it a real union. Create a new culture for your union under my leadership. I'm going to treat you with fairness and respect. We're not going to be talking about Black Lives Matter. We're not going to talk about anything political. It's always about the money, the money, the money, and your respect in the workplace. Under my leadership, won't be no job losses. None of these prisons closing and all that. No. When we sign our next contract, those jobs stay in place. In fact, if you elect me now, what's going on up in Lansing County, we'll see if that really unfolds the way they want it to unfold, or will there be a massive strike situation coming? Okay? Let's just see how that turns out when I'm elected president. All right, today's May 5th, 2021. I'm going to thank you for your time. Hopefully you'll have a great day today. You know how to contact me, 408-207-2339. I'm not a secret. I'm here for you, and only for you. I'm not here for these politicians. I'm here for you. Richard Lewis Brown, May 5th, 2021, Local 1000 president. It's just a matter of time before I win this. Thank you and have a great day.